Doop, 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 doop. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, Kim. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Seriously. I'm going to, hey, Dan, 29% battery. Awesome. Can you guys hear me all right? Can you hear me? Dan, can you do me a huge favor because I royally screwed up. Thankfully, Kim came to the rescue and said that YouTube was saying my live stream was tomorrow, not now. So I had to go change it. So would you mind posting it on your IG feed? Please. Hi, Janine. Hello. Hello, everybody. All by myself. All by myself. Feels weird. It feels really, really weird. I need to, all right. Just bear with me here because I'm going to need to, I can't put my phone on Do Not Disturb just in case I get a call from the school or something like that. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Kim. And yeah, Janine, I was confused because I'm like, why is it saying that? And so I went to, like check, and I'm like, okay, it's saying 10:15. What's going on here? So I went into my StreamYard trying to see, like, okay, I've got the right date, I've got the right time, what's going on? And then I see PM instead of AM. I'm tired. I'm just tired. So yeah, not thinking properly. Let me just do a couple of shares on my groups. So Janine, if you want to share as well, because I've confused the shit out of everybody. All right, and I have to personally email Mr. Bunny. Hi, Inner Goddess. How are you? Alrighty. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, my chair won't go any lower. Oh, how are you guys? Like, tell me how you going. How was your birthday weekend, Janine? How was your birthday weekend? Let me think. What do I need to do? What am I trying to do? I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to share. That's what I'm trying to do. For freak's sakes. Oh, my lordy. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Confusing everybody. I just... Oh dear. I'm sorry, guys. Yes. So, oh my goodness, really? Oh, that's awesome, Kim. That's, oh my gosh. I'm sure that was like So good. You definitely needed that right now, girl. Definitely did. Took me a while to get a good picture. You took a picture of me, Dan? It better be a good one. Otherwise, you're in big trouble. Yeah, super flattering angle. Hey, I'm blaming Jane for my unmute myself. There you are. There you are. Okay. Hello, everyone. Can see comments now. I am so glad you had a good B-Day weekend. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate so I don't screw up again. Hey, Joey. How you going? How are you going? Good to see you. If, you, oh my gosh, go away. Okay. If, yeah, you've got time, Joey, I'll send you the link if you want to hop on. I'd like to, actually, you know what I'd like to do, Joey, if, because I know it's probably, it's like 11:15 where you are. I wanted to play my Mr. Sparkles clip. I shall send it right now. Let me just open Instagram. I don't know where else to share it. You know what, like, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I thought it would be cool if, oh, Dan, oh my gosh, really? I'm going to have some words with you, Dan, about that picture. It's a little bit unacceptable. I love you, Dan. You're awesome. Oh, hang on. The Paranormal Journal. That is what I'm looking for. Yes. Hello. Please do as you are told, computer and fingers. All right, Joey, I sent it to, oh gosh, you put it on your story as well, Dan. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't even see right now. Okay, now I can see you guys. Sorry, I kept blinking and stuff. It's okay. I'm just I just get really insecure. I'm still so insecure, and I'm very insecure at the moment because I'm so puffy. I'm puffy. It was weird. Couldn't see anyone. Oh, what in the live chat, Janine? Yeah. So I bid a farewell to my journey girl last night. I had Shan Drive. Grab my coffee because I'm on my third. I'm dead tired and my eyes are burning. But yeah, so we took, I took some pics of the two of us because the photos that I was talking about in Jane's live stream that we were going to do after the live stream, we didn't end up doing because we were so exhausted, especially Jane. She, had only had 2 hours sleep in, I don't know how long, it was 30 something hours. So yeah, she ended up going back to bed, and then I ended up being up till like 12:30 that night. So I'm still trying to catch up on sleep, slowly but surely. But my gosh, I had the house all to myself last night for the first time since Joni got here. She did. Oh, did she go on Patrick's? Hello. Oh, shit, let me put my earbuds in. That might help. Okay, go on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Cool. My bedroom looks different. It's not my bedroom, Dan. I can't edit in my bedroom. I can't like work in my bedroom. So I'm sitting at my dining room table, which, yeah. So what have you been up to, Joey?
Nothing, just enjoyed a good day off.
Oh my God, you're having a day off? Really? What have you been up to, Joey?
Nothing. Yeah, it's just basically just doing that. Just made some food today and put some burgers and hot dogs on the grill and just enjoyed a nice day. Went to the pool and relaxed.
Yeah. Nice. So how's the editing going for have you finished the Lexington or?
No. It's going to be split up into a few episodes, so probably 2. So we spent the last 2 nights completely staying up extremely late editing those. So that's what we've been doing the last 2 nights, is just editing. Well, actually the whole week, and then trying to put some last minute touches to the Procedure La Bahia, which is the other one that's going to come out. So it's going to be the last 3 episodes of the first season. So just knocking those out the last 3 days. So
yeah. Yes, well, you're not allowed to put it on your YouTube channel, are you? Because it's exclusive.
Yeah, I wish I was. I really do. We've just been I put like a clip or 2 out there, but once I actually submit the episodes to Paraflix, I'll definitely put out some. I'll definitely put out some more clips and stuff like that. But yeah, we're only allowed to put certain things: teasers, trailers, clips, and things like that. So
yeah. I'm still waiting for your that video you were going to send me.
I sent it.
Hang on, which one?
I mean, either I don't know which one it was, but I sent it. My first short film, over the Urban Legends one, right? The one you're talking about.
All right, hang on. Have I just completely sent?
Not allowed to share it on here.
You sent me the EVP mic thing.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Yeah, I'll send it again.
Yeah, send it again. I don't have it.
Definitely.
That's all right. I don't know, social media, YouTube, everyone's just like effing up. Hi, Dazzler. I like that. I can't find my dining room table. It's buried in hubby's gardening stuff. Okay. I actually gave mine a good clean because, Jane and I had just been like going flat tack. It was just like zip, 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 zip between everything the last 2 weeks. So my house was looking, and like I'm OCD, and my house was just looking more and more like chaotic to me. And I said to Jane, while she's been here, like I've just gotten so out of routine with, like I'll normally put aside like a morning per week to do my housework, or, I'll clean in between doing stuff and tidy up. But I haven't been doing that. And I said to Jane, so yeah, like my house is so messy right now. And she looks at it and she's like, probably thinking, yeah, I wouldn't call that messy. But yeah, messy for me, for sure.
So I have a question. What is it that you drink? The coffee that you drink, is it coffee?
Mm-hmm. Okay. What kind of coffee person do I look like? Like what coffee list do
I don't drink coffee. That's why I'm asking. It's black coffee.
No.
Sweet.
It's strong, like
it looks very strong. Yeah,
extra strong
on the rim, so it sticks.
Yeah, it's extra strong cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
And this is my third one. Because my eyes are on fire. My eyes are on fire. The 2-year-old has figured out how to escape over the baby gates. I can get nothing done. Oh, no. Yeah, I dreaded that. I dreaded that part, electric, once they start, like, getting over those gates. What I used to do with Will, and he's 16 going on 17. Man, he was a smart freaking baby, because he wasn't even one. But he was like tall, and the house that we'd built, we didn't have like any of our hard flooring down, so it was just like concrete, right? And I had the gate, and I was like down the other end of the house because I was doing some cleaning, and yeah, like I turn around because I had the vacuum going. I turn around, and here's Will like standing there. It's like, oh, hi, Mum. And I'm just like, what? Where'd you come from? What? How the hell did you get out? So I'm thinking to myself, because he wasn't tall enough to just climb over. Hi, Liana. But so I walked down there with him, and what he'd done is he'd pulled his doona off his bed, so like a double-sized doona, and he'd like pulled it like and kept just feeding it over the other side. So when he did his little like flippity dip, he landed on something soft. And I'm just thinking to myself, dude, you haven't even turned one yet. What the fuck? So then I had to like just kind of like put it a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. But yeah, oh my gosh, he was such an escape artist. It was funny. Hello, Frank. Frank. So, did you watch the clip of the Mr. Sparkles?
Yes. And I think I had sent you a message. I think I sent a thing on it. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I watched it a few times, obviously, just to see if I could break it down and see what I got out of it. But I don't know. I mean, it's one of those where I feel like it's so out there that you have to kind of, one, be there to really understand what was happening at the moment, and then two, just to really experience it. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not one of those that's going to say like, oh, this and that about it, because I wasn't there. That's one of those things. But I mean, if you say there was like no dust, no anything being thrown around, the breathing part, all that, like I definitely think it was something really interesting. It's very interesting.
Well, see, with the like the first anomaly, when I was asking about my great grandfather, like when I enhanced it, so I like just reduced the contrast, because I didn't know that one also had those kind of like little sparkles through it. So it had to have been the same like spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, holy cow, and that one was about, I don't know, like maybe 2 meters in front of me. But the running one that's like going faster than the speed of light, that was a good, I don't know, like 20, 30 meters from where I was standing. And Jane, like, it's a big cemetery. Jane, so you have your like road that goes up the center. Jane was all the way over the other side. So, because I said to her, I want to film this side, because when I had gone there the first time with Sean last year, and she had gone back to the car to grab something, and I had a spirit full on charge me. And like, I'm talking loud AF, Joey. Like, it was like boom, 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 boom. And to the point where I actually thought that it could have been a kangaroo. That's how flipping loud it was. But no kangaroos. There's just nowhere for a kangaroo to even come through. And
I wouldn't even know what that would sound like, to be honest.
heavy. But yeah, like, I show in, this clip where, those, headstones and that are on those graves, because I've got like the old fencing around them. And if it had been like a kangaroo or anything else, then, I would have heard like more. It wouldn't have just been like, doosh, 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 because it made me step back and shine my torch.
And you said Jane was nowhere around at that point, right?
Well, when the spirit charged me the first time, I was with Sean, but she was back at the car, so she was a good like 500 meters away.
With this last
but
one, right?
I wasn't recording. But this, my recent video that I did with Jane, where I captured like, the sparkles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jane was way over the other side. So she would have been, she wasn't like up from me. She was basically like, from, this is me, here's a road, and then Jane's like all the way over there.
Yeah, that's right.
So her light, couldn't have come from that direction. But
yeah, and that was the only thing I could think of, was that maybe it was, to try to debunk it, the only thing I could think of was maybe it was someone flashing a flashlight and there was like dust maybe, being thrown in the air. But at the same time, if it wasn't windy, which you probably would have heard on the camera, was, that would have caused the dust to go up and then the light being flashed. But if Jane wasn't there in that direction, the car wasn't in that direction to flash their headlights, all that other good stuff. So, I mean, there really wasn't an explanation I could think of. Like I said, one of those where I had to be there too. So it looked pretty cool, man. It was really interesting.
Like the cemetery is at the base of Mount Brown. So there's no houses, there's no roads, there's nothing. So, no contamination from headlights, houses and all that kind of stuff from like that direction. There are like houses across the street, but we were there quite late. I think there are a couple of parts where I heard a dog barking, but that was about it. But even for, for it to be like a flashlight, like, I mean, this thing moves, man. Like, I had to slow it to 10% and it's still freaking going. I don't even know.
Was at 10%? You did the clip speed at 10?
I had to take it all the way down to 10 and it's still going.
That's even more interesting. Yeah.
Fast. So I don't even think it's humanly possible for us to like move a torch at that speed. I don't know. I just can't. I can't explain it. But I had like Greg when I did the podcast with Emily Menshouse and Greg Ludwig. They both had a look at it, and Greg said, because I told him there's no other light source. Jane's way on the other side, but he kind of broke it down like you did, right? And he said, if you slow it, when you've slowed it down to that 10%, he said you can even see that, it moves out of the way almost of one of the headstones as it's like going past. He said, so that makes me, kind of think that it is more of like a spirit manifestation. But yeah, the sparkle thing, like I said to Jane, like, what is that? What is causing the sparkling? But yeah, like that's an interesting theory, like with throwing dust, I
Yeah,
suppose.
but I mean, there was nothing there to do that. I mean, there wasn't an animal around. You were pretty far away from it, and nobody else was around at that time. Like I said, and the wind wasn't picking up. You would have obviously heard the wind on the camera. You didn't have like any sort of mics blocking any wind out, right?
No, there wasn't any winds that night. It was still and quiet. So if there was any, like noise coming from the houses, like it was that quiet that you could hear, like someone like talk, for instance, if they came out the front.
That's really cool. I mean, it's one of those things that's unexplained. So I mean,
yeah, because I mean, Jane said like her thoughts is that the sparkling is it looks like a whole bunch of orbs that are like making this
just came up
thing up. Yeah, how about we play it so then we can look at it.
Yeah. I'm getting a kick out of y'all's comments. Believe it or not, guys, I actually work for Macy's, so yeah, that perfume would probably be a good seller. That's hilarious.
What, Mr. Sparkles?
Mrs. Sparkles, yeah. Match that up. That's freaking hilarious.
Title screen. All right, into the vortex we go. Dun, dun, dun.
I'll see if I can pull some strings and get that representative to look into it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let me see. Could you just what are you doing?
Really? Janine used to work for Macy's as well. Cool.
All right, you know what? I'll just go in the middle of. Oh, whoops! We're not doing a Patrick marathon.
Yeah, we have plenty of those. He does plenty.
He does, yeah. Oh, look, I'm live.
Love watching them, by the way.
The marathons.
Yeah, I'm on my lunch watching everything I can.
Oh mate, I'm so behind. So behind. Let me put this full screen.
Mm-hmm. And you said you slowed this down to 10% on the frame rate, on the flip speed?
This one I think I did 60.
Okay.
Yeah, 60.
Yeah, see, that's... And the light that you have on there, like that you're shooting with, is that just the camera light?
Yeah, so and I've got it at 100%. Let me just do the playback speed a bit slower. Oh, oops. Yeah, so you can't, you can see it when it's when I haven't enhanced it. But what's funny is that it, it comes, I think, both times when I'm asking about my great-grandfather.
Okay.
But I'm also kind of in near the area where the spirit charged me last year. So, yeah. Yeah, so this bit here, the headstone is lighting up for some reason. I don't know why that is. See, like it just lights up, like on that, right hand edge.
Yeah.
And like there's nothing. Okay, I'm in the really old section. There's no freaking lights, or it's not like it's just very basic made headstones. They're not, kind of made of quartz or
granite. They're not granite, shiny and stuff. It's just stone.
Yeah.
Like limestone. Okay.
It's so fast, man. It's so fast.
Yeah, I saw it.
So that's at 60% speed there. And it doesn't even look like it's changed the speed of the actual. It looks just as fast. And it comes through on the necro run as it goes past, which is interesting as well. Okay, so this is 10%.
That's weird. Like, and just, I don't know, like I said, and that's not you. You're not walking, right? You're standing still.
I'm standing still, but I so I turned around and I looked in that direction and I thought that I saw something. And the only thing I can think of that I could have possibly seen was how the edge of the headstone lit up. So I kept my camera pointed there for a second, just to, kind of rule out like tricks of the eye and that kind of stuff, because I mean it's dark as freaking hell there. But
at the same time, like I feel like the dust would have kicked up, especially closer to, and I think it would have kicked up a little closer to you just because you're right there with the light. And if you had turned to the right in that direction, you kind of would have seen the dust kick up right in front of you, kind of going to your right hand side, on your left hand side, from your left to your right hand side. Motion that you would have been making. So it's just kind of weird because it came directly from your further right side and coming to your left side. So I don't know. It's just crazy.
Because so this is all right. So where I'm standing, and then when I play it here, I've zoomed in. Hang on, where's it gone? Yeah, so I've zoomed in here. Let me slow it down even more because, I mean, this thing's freaking moving. Okay, so this is like now at 0.5% speed, okay?
Okay.
And it's still moving quick.
Yeah.
And it's too far away.
It's not like It doesn't even look like it actually has a shape to it. Is what makes me wonder.
Yes.
It's not just dust. Like it actually has a shape, and that's what like kind of freaks me out about it.
Yeah, so when I like one of my subscribers, you can see like a face here. I think it's more a form of pareidolia.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's it's like these are the arms type thing, this is the head, and then it's running here. And then it just happens to say run on the necro.
Mm-hmm. Someone says you can see the legs running sort of.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. Let me look.
But like reducing the contrast has made it like easier to see like the outline of it.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, see, I had the camera pointed it towards that headstone, so I'm wondering if that's what I saw. Yeah.
You're definitely not picking up dirt because you're not walking all crazy or anything. So that's
no, like I'm not moving, and yeah, it's just like I mean, being as far away as I was, there's no way I'd be able to throw like dust that far, because it's very that kind of very clay based ground.
well. I mean, not only that, but once again, if it was you kicking it up, I think it would have came up into a direction where you would have seen it right in front of your camera. This came from a direction to your right side, coming, in front of you, rather than just being kicked up in front of you, which I think.
Hi, Deanna.
Thing.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I've had people say like, oh, it's just someone with a torch, it's this, it's that, but it's like seriously, like I don't even think a human could move a torch that fast. Like, I'm surprised I caught it.
I mean, but even at that, if it's a torch, like, and I'm not trying to prove that it is something. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to eliminate everything. Like, if it were,
go for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, if it were a torch, once again, you had your light already on it. How much of the torch would have affected the lighting that you already had on that area, compared to where if there was no light from your camera and then the torch flashed it, then that would have been something else. But like I said, you have to go out there and kind of play with it and actually try to recreate it. If you can try to recreate it, then but I mean, that's crazy.
But I'm going to be heading back there soon, because my mum wants to come with me, and because like I have searched and I cannot find my grandfather's headstone, so or great grandfather. So yeah, she wants to come out, and so yeah, I will try film and try recreating it, like whether it's just picking up, if it's possible to pick anything up. Peta, much love, girl. This is the first live I've got to be in of yours. Lo, I just got off work. Oh, thank you. It's good to see you, Deanna. I haven't been on Twitter for forever and a day. I get stuck on IG and Facebook with a lot of things. So
yeah, same. Like I have a Twitter and I have a Snapchat. No, not Snapchat. TikTok. I have a Twitter and a TikTok with our Paranormal Journal page and everything, but I've never really posted much on it. I get so engulfed with Instagram and Facebook so much.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, Black Cat, good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think? Listening to Joe and I try and come up with other explanations for that. I mean, I'm not saying it's like officially paranormal, but I definitely can't explain it. And the other thing is for it to manifest just before that as well. And then there is a third anomaly that's a lot fainter. After that goes past, it's a very faint mist that's kind of comes out of the grave just in front of me. But, like people are saying, oh, it's your breath. I'm like, okay.
Well, your breath wouldn't go from this direction and come back this direction.
Yeah, like.
Are you talking about the other one? You're talking about the other one that you're.
Oh, all of them.
Oh, okay.
It's her breath. Oh, again, it's her breath. It's like, dude, like, unless I can breathe sparkles and my breath moves at supersonic speed, I don't think it's my breath. And two, I mean, you can see throughout my footage that I am not like breathing out any cold air at all. And, I filmed where, like I've been, exhaling, that cold air, and it goes right across in front of the camera. It doesn't go, it's not ground level. Like my breath can't travel 2 meters ahead and then manifest up. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, I know electric. I made a point of when I just did like an uncut video at Fremantle Cemetery of getting Jane to like breathe, because it was actually colder that night than it was when we were filming at York. And I said, okay, do some like exhales for me, just so we can show everyone that there's no breath coming out. So I think I'm going to have to start doing that from now on. Like whenever I'm outdoors and it's freaking cold or winter, like just exhale breath and show that, okay, breath, no breath.
No, that's a good thing. You want to eliminate all the possibilities. That way people can actually see it, and it makes more people believers of what you're actually doing. So, definitely.
Yeah, but there are always going to be those people that no matter what you say or what you do, there's still going to be, oh no, like no.
But you know what? That's always going to be a good thing, because those are always going to be the people that you need. I think we need those people, just because those are the ones that make us better at what we do, and better at finding the why, and finding the truth behind a lot of what we do, and showing people why it's real. I think it's a good thing, to be honest. So I mean, that's my opinion. But it's good to have.
Yeah, well, I mean, even and that's what makes the difference between a good investigator and maybe not so good investigator. The people that investigators who don't take into consideration noise contamination, or like natural temperature fluctuations. They put everything down to paranormal. Whereas like a good investigator, like yourself, will even when you freaking say capture a freaking shadow person, and you like can see that it's a shadow person, like you pull it apart, you break it down, you try and like recreate it, you try and figure out what the frick is going on. And if you can't, it's like, well, here it is,
Yeah, and that, speaking of that, and that's funny you said that, just because the last, like I said, editing the Lexington, 2 nights ago, I saw that I possibly caught something, possibly a shadow figure walking down the hallway, where we heard some commotion going on. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. But it's one of those where, I had my wife, I had my best friend, my brother's going to come hopefully soon to look at it as well. And we spent a long ass time looking yesterday at the video and just trying to dissect it and see what could it possibly be. Play with the colors, the shadows, contrast, every thing we could possibly do, zoom in, zoom out. Because my whole thing is it might be the pixelation of the camera, because it's in night vision at the time, and the camera, shooting in night vision, so there's some pixelation in there. At the end of it, we were like, we're gonna put it in there, but I'm definitely gonna state, that it's up to you to decide and tell us what you think, basically. Because
Yeah.
it was I couldn't figure out a reason why it happened, but at the same time, I'm still wanting to see if somebody else can come up with the reason why. But for me, it was like, dude, it looks crazy, and the best thing is we talked about it earlier, or our last chat, that my wife, she's one of those that'll like call it out as BS right off. And when I showed it to her, her first reaction was like, "Oh shit." So I was like, "Oh, I got something cool,
awesome."
So, oh, shit, I know it's
well, if your wife's like saying, "Oh shit," then yeah, I mean that's a good sign.
especially of a person that tries to debunk every single thing you got. So it was awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did that, like with partial shadow figure that I got on a static cam at Greenhills Inn, and yeah, like trying to. I did a live, like going through and, debunking it and explaining, like, okay, well, this is where the light's reflecting and bouncing off this picture or that frame, or, the IR lights here, or, whatever it may be. But, that's why I put at the end of this clip, like, what are your thoughts? Like, what do you think? Because ultimately, like, everyone's going to have their own opinion, their own take on it.
Definitely.
And that it's the same. Like if I capture an unusual light anomaly that I can't be certain that it's an orb or some form of manifestation, but I can't rule out it being dust or a bug. So sometimes I might just put, say that part of that, static cam clip in the episode, and I won't necessarily put a title in or anything. I'll just leave it up to the people who are watching. I captured something freaking awesome when I did Greenhills, which was the same night that I did York, and I captured this thing twice on both nights. So, yeah, like I'm going to have to try and dissect that as well. But we need skeptics. They debunk and keep us real. Just saying. Absolutely.
Agreed.
I agree. And two, like those people who just question everything, they might actually say something that you didn't even think of, of being a possibility. Do you know what I mean? Like,
they'll bring something to light that you didn't see. They open your eyes a little bit more.
So with the shadow figure that you captured, is it like is it a partial? Is it full? Is it?
No, it's literally a shadow. It's down a hallway and I guess partial. So it's at the very end of a hallway, and it's kind of just like this, like part of it's a shadow. It's hard to describe it, but it's basically at the end of the hallway, and you just see the shadow move to the right down the hallway at a turn. Right before that, we had heard some noises coming from it, some tapping at the end of that hallway. And so, I wasn't even looking for anything like that when I was reviewing the footage. All I was doing was editing because I had already gone through the footage at this point, and came across it as I was editing and saw something new to it. So it just goes down the hallway, and I was like, "Holy, like this is crazy!" So let me check it out, and I slowed it down, did the clip speed. I slowed it down to about 50%, then went down to about 20. And like I said, I wanted to believe that it was not just so I could, feel better about knowing that I didn't miss something. But then when I showed it to my best friend, and I showed it to my wife, they were like, no, that it looks pretty insane. So we couldn't figure it out. Like I said, after messing with the colors and the shadows and everything of the picture itself, it's still there. And I don't think it doesn't look pixelation, only because pixelation you can tell just because of the way it kind of it's shaped. This is a straight up has a round form to it rather than like a pixelated form to it, and then it moves. So that's
and
what made
how dark, like how
Um, it's very obvious. Put it that way. It's dark. Like it's not transparent, but it's there, and it's at the very end of the hole.
Awesome.
It's a good distance away. So it's not extremely dark, but it's not transparent at all. So that's what makes it noticeable.
No, and see, the thing that with shadow figures is they kind of have that blob, like they're not defined. They kind of just got the outline of what a person would look like. Like Jane saw something on my footage, and it looks like from Clackline, and it looks like there's someone peeking around. I've got the camera facing on me, and so it's behind me, but the door behind me, isn't fully in frame. And because Jane's doing sensory dab and I'm asking questions, and it was a really freaking intense sensory dab, I'm moving, my camera quite a bit, but like this figure is like black as black. And I don't even know how she saw it, because, I was just showing her a tiny bit of the clip when we got home that night. And she was just like, what the hell was that? And I said, what was what? Like, it took me ages to see it because it's so like dark. So I threw it into my editing software and I, reduced the contrast and all of that. And then we weren't seeing it properly. And so then we were getting confused and just like, oh, for crying out loud. But yeah, it is where, like, I've seen one of the spirits, good old Dave. I've seen him a couple of times, but not as a shadow figure. I've seen him like semi-transparent, but like wearing work clothes. He's a creep. He's a big creep, that dude. So you hear us in the footage like, oh God, of course it's you, Dave. Of course it's you. But yeah, and he likes to play with hair, which is just wonderful. Just wonderful. Actually, that's something that I haven't asked you. Have you ever been like touched by a spirit? Like where you've gone, oh, that had to have been, I can't explain that.
No and yes. So I want to say no. I've never felt actual like a touch. Like some people claim that they feel things like actually touching or rubbing their arms and things like that. I haven't. This last one, I actually felt it was more of an ugly, not ugly, just I had never experienced it before, so it was a different kind of chill on the Lexington, and that was a little crazy, and that'll be on the episode. But like, I've never actually felt an actual touch or push in my experience, like ever. Which part of me feels glad, part of me feels a little bit like hopefully it will happen one day, but. I don't know. I've never actually felt anything that I could consider actually being touched.
I've had quite a few. I think my first one was quite early on. It wasn't like touching me per se. It like I had like a little tug on the bottom of my jacket.
Okay.
And I swiveled around. We'd stopped filming because we were like about to walk out the front gate. And I swung around and I was just like, did you just touch my jacket? And she was like, no. And I said something just like, and it was a hard, like little tug. And yeah, and I thought, oh, that's awesome. But then it was the hair. For some reason, spirits like my hair. So I'll get like that kind of feeling of someone like putting their fingers through my hair. And freaking Dave, I'm doing a double sensory deprivation with Jane. We're in separate rooms. I haven't released this footage yet, but like I feel, so my hair I think is like this, but I can just feel like one part of my head, like just my hair moving in one little bit. And so I say, like, I think something's touching my hair. And so I think I'm just like pointing at it, but then, and this is probably the most intense touch I've felt, like on my scalp, hard,
Under?
not like so, like I'm poking my finger through down to my scalp. So at first it was just on the surface, and then it was like, on my scalp, and I'm like, because it stopped initially, and then, I feel this pressure on my scalp, and I'm like, okay, something is definitely touching my head. And it runs like, he runs his freaking finger like all the way, with the pressure does not change at all, like all the way to the other side of my head. And like I was just covered in chills. It was just like, okay, Dave, stop playing with my hair.
I saw a question here. Dantex asked if, I believe it was Dantex, he had asked if we've ever recorded anything or seen anything while recording B-roll. Yeah, I got an EVP during B-roll. I haven't released that one yet either, but we will be hopefully soon. So yeah, I have gotten B-roll, but I haven't anything crazy. Just one EVP actually out of B-roll. So.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever listened to my B-roll. I just like grab the bits that I like and edit them. But yeah, like I'll hear things, and it's funny how you mentioned like the shadow figure, right? Because how you didn't see it, you'd watch the footage, but you hadn't picked it up then, right? But you picked it up in your editing. I had the same thing with the partial shadow figure I captured at Greenhills, and this just made me question everything, Joey, like everything. Because, Sean and I had like split, up the static cam footage. And this is one of the clips that Sean had watched, and I needed, some IR footage to throw in, to the episode. And I just click on a random ass clip, right? And I just am skipping through, trying to find where, Sean and I are standing and all that kind of stuff, right? So I'm just skipping on through and playing for a few seconds at a time. And I thought I saw something, because I was just like, oh, what was that? So I go back and, I'm staring at that spot. And then, like there's nothing there. It was just nothing. And then I was like, hang on a sec, what the hell was that? And then I go back and freaking shadow. And so then I was like, oh my gosh, like it makes you think, how much do we actually miss
Not looking at the footage
when we're watching footage? Because it's so hard. Like when you've got freaking 20 plus hours of static cam footage from an investigation, you're just like zoning out. Like I've got to do it in like bits and pieces. I can't.
Yeah, and I think I told y'all like what I do, and I know it's a longer process, but I just feel it's a little more for me at least. It's a little more accurate because instead of trying to see and hear anything at the same time, so what I do is I like to play the audio, or I play the video, but I don't look at it, and I have it full blast, and I have the headphones on, and I'm just listening. Even if it's a video and audio, I just listen and just wait for it. And if I don't hear anything, then I go back and I start looking for the visual stuff. So and And hopefully I'll catch maybe audio that I may have missed just listening to the audio as well. But I do both separate, whether it's both video and visual and audio, or both. Like I try to both like separately, so I can try to catch both. Yeah.
I mean, with audio, it's a lot easier to see because like you'll see it in the audio track. So, but yeah, Deanna, Peter and Joseph, have you ever experienced residual energy / haunting? You go first.
Yes, I have. In one area, it was a woman that apparently died, and this is one of those feelings where I said I've never felt touched, but I felt it. Like I guess it wasn't a chill. It was almost like a shock. Like, do you know those feelings have you ever had those old feelings where they had those toys where you just shake somebody's hand and it shocked you? Like it was kind of electric, like a little thing.
Yes.
It felt like that, but on my back.
Oh, okay.
And apparently the woman that died in this area on the area that we're sitting in, she basically was she died from electrocution, which is really crazy.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah. And that's the only thing I could link it up to, just from that area. And not only that, but after that, I also felt, and I didn't tell my team about it at the time. I told them later after the investigation was over. I felt like an extreme sadness come over me, which I've never felt before that happening. And I felt really like just kind of out of it and down. Like I felt almost up to the point of almost even crying, which is really weird. So that's one of the biggest things that I felt when it comes to like the residual part. It's really great.
Yeah, haunting when I was 15, definitely. And I had like an attachment. The Swan View Tunnel here in Perth is mainly more like residual energy, not so much like intelligent spirits. But there's just the whole hill's granite, so like, and there are a lot of deaths, so yeah, all of that energy would have been soaked up. But yeah, like when you mentioned the electric shock, when I investigated the York Post Office, like I have never been touched that much and for that long ever. This spirit, and we're pretty sure it was like the old postmaster, like I was that convinced, Joey, that I had a spider web on me or a bit of my hair, but I could feel like fingers like going down my arm. And I ended up showing like both my arms and the arm where, because I said to Sean, I said, there is so much like static feeling all around my arm. And, and when I brought both my arms out together, like one arm is just like all my hairs are like up, like, I've rubbed a balloon on them type thing, and the goosebumps, and this arm's just like completely normal. It was insane. It was so cool though. It was awesome.
Yeah, I got excited at the very beginning of my experience, and then like I said, that sadness kind of kicked in, and that came out of nowhere. Like I was kind of like, oh crap, like this is cool, because like I said, I usually get really excited if anything happens. Like I enjoy it. Like that's what I love about this and this field and doing this, is that it's like one of those adrenaline rushes, but at the same time, like I don't get overexcited to where I'm going to jeopardize trying to figure out what the reason is for what it is, and I don't over assume what it might be. But when you ask a question or there's an intelligent response and all that, like, oh my God, like it's just like the best feeling in the world when you get a response and it's that, like, it's like so freaking cool, man. Like it's so much, it's just exciting. It's fun. Like I can't even describe it. Like it's awesome.
I know it's especially when it's like such a clear disembodied voice, and you can make out what it's actually saying even.
Mhm.
It's just like, oh my gosh, I want that to happen more. Like, do it again, do it again, do it again. And people always, will make comments. I've seen it like on Instagram and stuff like that. It's like, oh, ghost hunters. Can you do it again? Can you do it again? But I mean, it's exciting, like you said. It is so much like fun. I love it.
Agreed.
The more that happens, the better the investigation, I say. Hello, Mr. Reginald. Oh, all right. Well, I better. Do you guys still want me to do like some of the Green Hill stuff?
Let's see what they say in the comments.
My mic keeps being annoying. I might, if you turn off again, you know what? You can. I'm just going to use my freaking Mac mic because I'm over this one.
Hey, look. Hey.
Oh, hello. Who's this?
That is Cash.
Oh, hello, Cash.
It's causing a stir and a mess. Cash, come here, Cash.
Oh my goodness. Real investigators don't hide anything, just saying. That is true. And, like I said to Joey the last time he was on, I think it was when we were chatting after, like I would just love, for someone to try and call me fake, because there's nothing to hide. So I would quite happily just freaking stream for days just showing freaking clips, raw clips. Go, here it
Even
is.
at that, the ones that do, like I said, it's what drives everybody and it's what drives people. So people in our field, at least.
Oh, you haven't heard any disembodied voices yet? You might have to ask Electric. Where are you, Frank? Where are you this time around on your journeys? Frank, poor Frank, man, like he's got to drive like to the most insane areas for his work. I don't know how he does it, to be honest. He must be exhausted. All right, so you guys still want me to do like a bit of Green Hills editing and stuff, okay? And yeah, I'll show you why I don't want to use the footage and why I don't want to make a video or put it on my channel. I did hear a man clear his throat behind me while I was walking up the stairs, like 2 o'clock. That kind of freaked me out. Yeah, we had some disembodied voices. We did a private investigation, like at a residence, actually my new partner's house. But yeah, her house, her front door faces, like really old land, and she's on a ley line, and it's right in the front door is right on the direction of the ley line. So yeah, her front hallway is like a spirit runway. I've had 2 days off in 3 months. Oh, Frank, that sucks. Oh my gosh.
If you don't mind me asking, what is it that you do?
You're a Tyler, aren't you, Frank? But his boss works in the dev.
Oh, okay.
Slave labor, man.
Man, yeah, that's insane.
Are you a Tyler, Frank? I think I remember that's what it was.
I've done that maybe once. I've done that maybe once in my life, and yeah, no, that's horrible. That's I commend you.
Yes, it would take a lot of patience. Something that I'm lacking a lot of. But
Yes, he is.
I tend to ignore noises here. We have neighbours on the other side of the house. They have dogs. There's kids everywhere, traffic outside. The Ghost Tube app. Yeah, I'm not a fan. You like the Ghost Tube app, don't you, Joey?
No, I actually, I don't, I haven't played with the apps to be honest. I think it's just getting in when they first started coming out. I heard certain things about them, just like I, not to say negative reviews. I heard it was like half and half, and I just never really delved into them. And when I started buying all my equipment, I just went right into it with the S box. I got really into the S box at the beginning of it too. When I got back into it after I left it for a few years, and I really enjoyed the S box. So I really, not that I have anything against them. I just never had to use them. So, but yeah, I've never used them to be honest. I've heard.
Well, apparently, I've got a spirit box on the way now. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've been reading your posts. I know the frustrations. I've been there. I'm not gonna say anything. It's not. I don't. I've been there with that same situation and the exact same situation, to be honest. And I resolved it and I've left it at that. So, but yeah, I know your pain. I know what you're going through. Trust me. I know exactly what you're going through.
I think that was the most frustrating part is that I tried 4 months to resolve it.
That's how long it took for me. It was, I believe, 4 months. I think it was 4 months that it took for me. So
yeah, and I just was getting no response.
And yeah, like I said, unfortunately, fortunately, I guess you can say for me, it did get resolved. But at the same time, I was trying to take into consideration the pandemic thing and everything going on, so I let that take its place. But yeah, I know the frustration.
Yeah, well, I mean, even it was just funny how I'd waited nearly 11 months, right? And I took into consideration the pandemic. I took into consideration personal issues when they were moving to a new building, all of it, right? Christmas break, all of it. But it was funny how as soon as I made a fuss on social media,
it got resolved a little more.
Mate, that they had an SB7 on the shelf like fucking magic and sent out. I'm like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, and to go back to it, like I said, the S box. I'm not sure. Are you all able to get Ghost Stop merchandise out there to y'all? Because I know some people were saying like the GS2 and certain things weren't able to get out to y'all, like certain laser grids and stuff. I'm not sure how it works.
Oh man, I hope I can get a GS2. But yeah, there's a new paranormal site that I'm ordering from called Ghost Addict, I think it is.
Oh yeah, Ghost Addict, yeah.
Yeah.
They're great, yeah. They're awesome.
Joshua, yeah. So yeah.
There's Ghost Addict, and then there's another one called, I think it's Addict Junkie Paranormal. They're pretty cool. They have some pretty cool stuff out there.
Oh, Addict Junkie, yeah.
Addict Junkie, yeah. So they're pretty cool. But yeah, Ghost Stop, like I said, when I first ordered the S box and everything, I stuck with that, and I didn't need to use the app. And like I said, I haven't experimented with it yet, but I'm sure I will eventually, just to see what I can get out of it. Yeah, like I said, nothing against them. I've never used them.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I find that necrophonic can be, pretty accurate at times. But when you're using it like all the time, you become very familiar with what's in the loop and the words that come through the loop. So it's a lot easier to discern, whether it's loop or it's, spirit. And same with, the SB7, like when you're using it for a certain time, you can, when it's a bit of radio coming through and when it's spirit coming through. So, yes, the necrophilia. That's what Cody from
the necrophilia.
That's what Cody from New Reality said on
from time to time. I don't know about that, man,
but he said it, and yeah, once he said it, it was just like, dude, you're never ever ever living that down.
Yeah. You're in your own world,
All right, Joey. Well, I suppose I will move on to doing my editing. But thank you for coming on.
No, thanks for having me again, man. It's always a blast. I'm always here.
Yeah.
I love chatting. I love the community. Like beyond.
Awesome.
These guys are great.
Yeah, no, it's always fun.
Janine, so here's a word of advice, just real quick. I saw that you said you're gonna start shopping on Amazon. That is a good idea. Believe it or not, if you want to take your chances, if y'all have ever heard of Wish.com, Wish is you'll wait probably as long as you will as another company for like a good while, maybe a few months. But my EMF meter, I think one of my recorders, like I took a shot, I paid, I think. I have my digital EMF reader and then my actual K2, which isn't the actual, I think, branded K2 that everybody has, but I got the K2. It was like $20-something, and it works just as good as the other one, to be honest. And then my digital EMF meter, I actually got the actual name brand, and I thought it was going to be like some crappy, like third-hand product, but no, I've actually gotten some equipment from there and paid, cheap price for it. So, Wish is something you might want to look into. It's really cool if you're starting off. But you got to shoot your shot, man. If you
it's a gamble. It's a big one.
A gamble. I mean, the way I look at it is I spent $20. I lose it. Oh well. I ordered. That's a funny thing. I ordered a digital thermometer, an infrared digital laser pointing thermometer, and I ended up getting some weird meat freaking metal steak thermometer instead of my actual handheld digital thermometer, which was hilarious. Which I use
as in like the thermometer, the yellow one.
The gun. Yeah, the point and shoot gun. I ordered that. It was like $13. I took the shot. I ended up getting some metal meat temperature thermometer, which I use.
Oh my God.
It's all in Japanese, but I figured it out, translated it, and I use it. But it's a shot in the dark, man. But you know what? If you want to take that chance, by all means.
Oh shit, that's hysterical.
I bought a girlfriend from Wish. She didn't last. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Frank, we are going to be best friends. I love your humor, man.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's shocking. He is so shocking.
So yeah, that's my funny story.
Oh yeah, like I don't do Wish anymore. Like there's so many F ups. It's not funny.
I do little things. I don't go for the big. Yeah, I don't. I bought a little night vision, those little square mini cams. I bought it for I think $8. It was crap, but it was $8. So well.
Yeah. All right, cool bananas. Thanks, Joey.
No, thank you. Appreciate you.
We will chat soon.
On.
All right, take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Right, bye. Oh, that was fun. Always fun talking to Joey. Okay. Yeah, my mic has been retarded, so I'm just gonna, Okay, guys, before I start doing a little bit of editing and showing you why I'm not going to be putting this footage out, I really need to go and have a bathroom break because I've had 3 coffees in a row. So what I was going to do is I was going to play some static cam footage from, this is from our, not our last visit to Clackline, the one before that. So would that be all right with you guys to watch a little bit of static cam footage? I have not watched it. So you guys might, maybe you'll see something. Would that be okay? Static cam footage for like 5-10 minutes. It is mandatory, Deanna. It is mandatory for Frank. Yes. The haunted potty. I haven't had. Okay, so update on the switch. Have not had it happen again. It's weird, and I realize that it's not. They're wired, so they're already like down, like they're turned on, but they're off. So you've actually got to push it up to turn it on. So yeah, I don't know. All right, I will put on a clip for you. This is the lovely Dave's office. Well, that's what Jane and I think. If you can see where my mouse cursor is. So this tree here, when I was in this room, I didn't have a camera pointed that way, unfortunately, but this is where I first saw Dave. He was lurking behind this tree and kind of like, yeah, like upper part of his body was like just watching what I was doing. And it was funny because the feeling in this room was like something else. Like there was like a lot of just the vibe, the energy. And then I saw Dave. I'll start playing it. Then I saw Dave, and I had Jen with me, so I'm explaining to Jen, like what I saw. And then when I came back into the room, I said to Jen, does it feel different in here to you? And she's like, yeah. And I said, it like I'm not, like that energy is gone. So I have a feeling that good old Dave here, like drained his energy trying to manifest while he was being a sticky beak. All right, so I will be back, guys. Let me just remove my, I don't know if I can remove myself from the stream. You might be able to hear me or Jen or even Jane because we are out in the front part of the house during this clip. So I will be back. Oh, good Lord. I'm really doing well today, aren't I? You can tell that I'm sleep deprived. Okay, so you can hear me now? I don't know why my mic keeps doing that. I didn't even mute it. Okay. So, yeah, I was saying this is static cam footage. So it is playing. What you're looking at is just a stationary camera angle. And this is what we, when we're doing a paranormal investigation, we will put up static cams in all different spots, like you see Patrick doing. And then, depending on how many hours we've got them set up for, so let's say we've got 4 static cams going during an 8-hour investigation, then that's 8 hours per static cam that we have to stare at one thing. So it's very easy to kind of lose concentration, but it's a very, very time-consuming process, and you miss things even when you're watching it, because when you are watching just a still freaking camera, your eyes just start losing focus. And yeah, so that's why I said to Joey, like, I will only watch it till the point where I can feel my eyes starting to like focus in and out more, and then I'll just leave it. All right, so I will press play again. Only are we all sleep deprived? Yeah, probably. Okay, so press play. We'll be back. Hopefully, we don't say anything inappropriate, because I have not watched this. I haven't seen this footage yet. So if you see anything that looks out of the ordinary, just put it in the comments. Put it in the chat, guys. All right? BRB. Alrighty. Anything exciting, guys? Anything exciting happen? All right. So, bloody hell, I've already been time to get serious. Got to chuck the hair up if it's going to cooperate. Can't see what I'm doing, but whatever it will do. There we go. Whatever. It will be what it will be. Alrighty, let's go in here. So this is my editing program. Can you guys hear me? Damn, no shadow figures, really. I was pretty specific with Dave. Pretty darn specific. All right, cool. All right, so let me show you. Let's just get rid of that so we can, and let's move this thing out of the flipping way. Let's put you up there. I did a trailer. Do you guys want to see the trailer first? I'm probably not going to put this up, to be honest, but if you want to see like the highlights of what I spent half a day doing, trying to find clips. No, it's not that. No, it's not complicated, Dan. I use DaVinci Resolve, and I find it really easy. I pretty much taught myself how to use the program. So in the beginning, it was a lot of trial and error, but now I've kind of, got it. All right. You guys aren't answering me, so I'm just going to show you the trailer. So I haven't even rendered this, all right? But let me just double check this one. I've recorrected the color grading. Yes. Hang on, let me take that back down, and you should be at 0. At 1. Yep, that's all good. Okay. So I'll put it in full screen for you guys. As you can see, it's very dark. And this is the main reason why I won't be uploading it. I tried color grading it. I tried increasing the brightness, reducing the contrast, all of that, but it's making the clips look really pixelated, and I'm not happy with it in the slightest. It's nowhere near the quality of, my videos now. This is also when I was still wearing a mask. That's got nothing to do with why I'm not going to post it. But yeah, here is the trailer. I'm pretty sure I finished it. There's only spirits in here. What the hell? There's 2. Oh my goodness. Is literally laying out on the table, just over and over and over, kicking its legs at you. Are you having drinks with the boys? It actually looks like these two are fighting. Yeah, like it looks like it's trying to kick you.
This side of my head hurts.
Yeah. Does it upset you that two females are in here? Oh my gosh, it's leaning over the table, over the other one that's kicking its legs. Are you fighting? Oh my gosh, like look. Oh my gosh. It's like crawling on the floor. Did you hear that?
That was a yeah.
Did you hear
I
that?
heard that. That was the voice again. That was the
voice
same
again.
one.
Okay, thank you. We heard you. I think I know why you felt like someone was touching you. Because there was literally someone in your seat.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. That's the trailer. This is all the different music that, yeah, I had to create. So, that was the trailer. Did you guys like it? Well, the trailer's not raw, Frank. That's edited, obviously. But this here is, yes, raw footage. So we have. Oh, cool. All right, so I have gone through some of it because I had gone through both clips, this one in particular because, you know, I've watched it and you see these little blue markers here. I go through and I'll just mark in where, you know, there's maybe an EVP, there's a sound, or, you know, there's something, you know, showing up on the SLS, which my SLS is still not working, so I have to take it back to my father. Yeah, so I'd done all that, and then when I went to keep going with it earlier this week, my media was not showing up, so I tried to locate it, and then I remembered I'd edited it and used those clips from the hard drive that so nicely corrupted on me. So I basically had to start from scratch. Please post. All right, so this first one. Let me see if I can get this damn mic to connect, because you might be able to hear it better. I don't know why. It's because, let me take this down. Because MacBooks only have the USB-C imports. You know what I mean? So I have an external USB hub, and the damn thing, like, I have to blue tack to the side of my Mac because it just does annoying things. So let me just get the mic going. So hopefully it'll be a little bit clearer. Okay, let's go back. So do you want me to just play it raw from the beginning for just a little bit. Just give me a yes if you want me to play a bit of just raw footage. Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. Let's go. All right, so we've come downstairs. Let me put you in full screen so at least you can kind of see something. But there's there's an EVP coming up. There's not much happening upstairs at the moment. It was quite active down here the other night, so hopefully. Why aren't you running? Yeah, spirits like to. It's weird because it was play with SOSs.
Oh, it's working now?
Yeah. It was weird though. All right. Did you hear that? Did you hear the cough? It's pretty loud. We're the only ones. It's just me and Sean downstairs, and there's no guests upstairs. It's only April, the owner, and she is fast asleep. Did you hear it? It looks eerie. It's like a. Through that window.
I know. Buckets. What? Locked up at night.
Did you not hear that?
Or that box?
Janine. That's not misty.
No.
Did you not hear it?
I've walked past that box twice now and heard something. But I just thought maybe it was me and the floorboards. So
yeah, but I'm not near the floor. Like, those boards over there.
I don't know.
It almost sounded. Yeah, I don't know if it came from the box or.
Oh, there's Misty Cat.
Great. Thank you, Frank. Is it you that just made that noise? Yes, I'm desperately needing donations, guys. So if anyone's able to help out, that would be like amazing. It really would. Let's go back into the dining room. Oh. All right, so I'll just quickly point something out here. So you can see, we've got the chairs and that showing up on the SLS here. Now, I get quite a few figures in this room, and they're not, it's not mapping the chairs. And you'll see what I mean when, something maps. Oh, here we go. Hello there. Sitting on the chair. So see how, like...
Hi. Can you raise your
it's
arm
got
and wave
like,
at us?
like... line for the head, like over here.
Try to be.
And then
Gone.
now there's nothing mapping on that chair, but also the legs were, moving away from the chair.
There's any spirits in here. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? There's two.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What?
They look a bit strange.
Like that dude is like stretched across
Two chairs.
Yeah, it's the back of the chair.
Yeah, he's probably. You know how someone sits in a chair and leans it on? What is going on?
I was just about to say that there was the little one in the back.
Mm.
Is that your name? Can you show yourself again, Lily?
So see how, the depth in the colouring on the SLS has changed. I did hear somewhere that, when there's blue, it is indicating cold. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you will hear me say it in the clip. But see how he's like stretched out, okay, and he's got the head. So usually when it's mapping the actual object, so if it was mapping the chair, you would have you would have a leg here, you would have a leg here where the chair legs are, and then you would have probably a body and a couple of arms. And they usually will, if it's mapping the object, the chair in this case, it will, it won't move very much. So that's how you kind of know when it's just mapping, over the furniture or a T-shirt. Say you got a T-shirt, hanging up in your wardrobe, and it maps the T-shirt. It doesn't mean that there's a spirit there. But yeah, because this one, he's leaning over these chairs, but he does something a bit cool in a second.
Seeing where it's blue, where she was. Yeah, it's a cold spot.
But see how he's stretching his legs out? He's just,
My name's Peter.
he's getting bigger and bigger.
Hi.
We'd really like to talk to you. I have a device in my left hand that you can say words through. And I can
To
also
see how
see on
the movement's quite
this beautiful
erratic and
traction in my
changing
hands.
shape, and yeah, when it's mapping an object,
Are you able to make a noise for us?
it doesn't do that. Possibly, Kim, possibly.
Oh, look,
The little one's back.
back.
And when it is mapping
Can you make a noise?
when it is mapping an object,
What?
it doesn't usually come and go.
Is it
it'll
Mary?
just keep mapping.
Is there something that you can tell us? Well, look at this. Look, far out.
This was night 2.
Are you eating dinner?
I had to refilm.
Oh my gosh. Look. Oh my gosh. It's like crawling on the floor. Back on the table. See?
Oh.
Gone.
Night, Dan. Thanks for hanging out.
Sorry, I did yell a little bit, didn't I? Got a bit excited.
See, I could point my SLS anywhere in this room.
That was a footstep over there.
And it was like night one, just picking up freaking figures all left, right, and centre. And it was funny because it's either all the activities downstairs or upstairs. So upstairs was like dead this night.
Camera's going in and out of focus.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you next to me? My left leg just went really cold. Really, really cold. Like it feels like my hair's like on my leg.
Yeah.
I staring on the end.
What did it say?
Say S-A-Y.
Mm-hmm.
But he's next to me right now.
There's a misty cat.
Oh my gosh, it's so cold.
She's got all alert. Now she's going to give you lubbies.
Yes, Misty was behaving quite strange
Yeah.
when Jane and I went.
And there's someone over there. Gone.
Oh.
Can you touch my leg if you're next to me?
Was that? I thought I just heard a voice.
Yeah, what was that? Mother.
Yeah, see, I don't.
What?
Let me just up the audio. I can't.
Can you touch my leg if you're next to me?
Oh
Was
yeah, yeah. It's like a You probably can't hear it. It's quite faint, but it just sounds like a male kind of grumbling. What's this bit here?
A voice?
Yeah, what was that? Mother.
What did Sean say last night?
They're very perceptive, Deanna, yes. Oh, hey, Paranormies, how you going?
Because it almost sounded like a drip of water, I thought.
All right, so what I'll do, right, is I will cut, because this is, nice and dark. I will cut this clip, okay? And then I will go into my color grading and I'll show you. So step one, like this is just increases the brightness, okay? So, oh gosh, can you not be on, I don't have you on the SLS like clip. Hello, you're on this clip. Why are you, what are you doing? Oh, hang on a sec. Let me just cut this a little bit out so it doesn't do that and irritate me. Okay. So if I want to like brighten this clip up, right? I mean, where this is right now is already pretty high. And the more I brighten it, the more pixelated and shit it looks. So if I just say brighten it to about there, which is ridiculously high, and I shouldn't have to do. And I lower the contrast a little bit, and I increase the shadowing. So I think I had it at 40. And then I'll even sharpen it a little bit. Then we'll go back and I'll put this clip at full speed. Now it's going to look like it's skipping, but that's what good old editing programs do. Like once you start fluffing around and color grading things, it just, is a pain in the ass. So I always make sure that I have completely finished and polished my, episode with my transitions and, whether I've got clips fading in and out before I touch any of the clips to color grade. And my last step will be color grading before I render it. So can you guys just already see how pixelated that is? It's just
Because it almost sounded like a drip of water, I thought.
No,
What did it sound like?
it sounded like a voice.
So because I've enhanced the brightness, it depends, Frank. It depends on how much time I've got and how picky I'm being. But usually I will, sometimes I'll just do a little bit, and it might only be on, say, when I've been filming myself, when the camera's on me, or if there's, if I've got the camera facing forward and it's a little bit too dark in some areas, I might just enhance, the brightness just a tiny bit. But it depends on the footage. But I get very picky when I'm editing, and color grading took me about an hour last time. I tried to color grade when, I thought, oh, beautiful, I'll put the whole clip in and I'll just color grade it before I start chopping it up, cutting it, because sometimes I've got loads and loads of cuts, which then creates lots and lots of clips. I can show you an example of that from another episode if you like, but so then, when I'm color grading at the end, I might have, over 100 clips to, go through and color grade. So, but, I'd spoken to Sean, we need to make sure that while we're filming, that the room is nice and bright. And it's not. So, I'm just not happy with that. Have I tagged any other parts? What did you use, Janine? You're up for adoption, are you, Frank? Yeah, so the quality is just not up to scratch, unfortunately. But there is a bit that I do want to show you guys. It's when we're in the other room. It's in the kitchen. Come on, where are you? Oh, that looks like the Ruby room. All right, so it's not what I'm about to tell you is not on this clip, but in the Ruby room, there's like a couple of those like really old, beautiful style, like antique sofas, and I mapped a figure laying on one of the sofas, and then like a minute later, there was a second figure that mapped that was laying on top of that figure, and yeah, I think they were having a bit of a good time on the couch there. All right, so I'll play just a tiny bit of us going into the Ruby room, but again, it's too dark. It's too dark, and I'm not happy.
7.
I'm wondering if, you know, the voices, like you heard, like you said, it sounded like a conversation.
It sounded like men's voices, and if this was a snooker room, this would have been, and back in the day, this would have been the men's room.
Yep,
Well, like,
it
I don't
was.
know, the smoking room or whatever they used to call it,
All right, so see that couch there? Yeah.
where all the men would come and hang out after dinner. I mean, it does. It's not just,
I did.
you know, the decorations in here, but it does feel more masculine in here than the rest of the place.
But I couldn't use it because, like, you know, obviously I'm screen recording on the SLS. And yeah, this is why I had to refilm on our, you know, this night, because the night before, Sean was just in a very happy and goofy mood, and I'm trying to do like an investigation, and yeah, you know, like I tried to do I was trying to do an EVP session, and Sean starts smashing away at a mosquito. And I just look at her like, you do realise we're doing an EVP session right now? I know, but the mosquito. And I'm like, I don't care. Stuff the mosquito. But she'd come over because I was just like absolutely dumbfounded at what these spirits were doing. And yeah, she said something very inappropriate. I'm just like, I looked at her, I'm like, Sean, I'm trying to be serious here.
Yeah. Are you in here playing snooker?
The men did not like us in this room.
You can talk to the device that's in my right hand.
Oh, you guys are making me hungry. Oh my gosh, it's nearly 1 o'clock.
When we got
I'm
those
so
two
hungry.
figures on the couch, that was pretty great. Oh,
Patrick.
Bloody Patrick.
my body chills all over me. And there's something in the high chair. There's a baby in the high chair.
See, this one
Kicking legs, I can see.
I'm not too
Yeah,
sure.
it looks like
It's possibly
eating.
mapping the high chair. But yeah, it does, you know, the arms are moving like it's eating.
Oh, chills all over right now.
I did, Frank. I definitely did.
Gone.
Just look at me.
Right.
I just want to see if there's anything mapping next to me.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to look at you.
Nothing.
I know, Julian.
My leg
But I'm
was
hungry.
getting cold.
I'm so hungry.
Like my upper leg was getting cold.
Yeah.
It's sort of dissipated now.
All right, let me skip on through. You guys are making me hungry. I'll show you the EVP session. The one that Sean is not smashing away at a mosquito. Oh, good Lord. This is all raw, guys. Like, there's no editing done to this. And see how the mic's down here?
Yeah,
Like, you know, like, so I'd be zooming and cutting that out of frame and, yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh, Frank, chicken enchiladas. I freaking love chicken enchiladas. Stop it. You guys are torturing me right now. Pepper steak? Oh my God.
If you are,
Come
can you please speak into the
on.
device with a little red light? We'll be able to hear your voice.
I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It ain't going to see the light of day, so.
That's the fish. Are you having drinks with the boys?
But see, like, even
Are you playing snooker?
because there's not enough lighting, the light's not bright enough.
Does it upset you that two females are in here?
It still looks pixelated. It's, yeah.
If you don't want us in here, all you have to do is talk into the device on the table.
Right.
Steak fajitas. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I do that with Jane. I look at her like, oh, you're going to ask a question. Okay, so this is pretty cool.
That was Michelle. No.
Thanks, Janine.
Is there anyone in here with us?
I think so too, Dazzler.
Can you please speak into the device with a little red light? We'll be able
Did you hear that in the background?
No.
Listen to the background.
Who did we hear in the background?
Sorry.
No.
No.
Aiden.
Said Kaden again.
Yeah, the word Caden, name Caden came
Is there
through.
anyone in here with us? If you are, can you please speak into the device with a little red light? We'll be able to hear your voice.
That was that tap we heard. Yeah.
That's the fish. Are you having drinks with the boys?
Are you playing snooker?
Does it upset you that 2 females are in here?
Did you hear
That
that?
was a yeah.
All right, you can't.
That
I
2
don't know if you can
females
hear
are
it.
in here?
Is it yeah?
It sounds like
It's
yeah,
like,
and then something else afterwards.
I'm here. If you don't want us in here, all you have to do is talk into.
oh, it's
Does
digital
it
record, does
upset
my
you
head in.
that 2 females are in here? If you don't want us in here, all you
How
have
do you
to
know
do
what
is
that's
talk
on?
into
I don't know.
the device on the table.
Do it again.
And that happens sometimes, like you'll hear something and then you don't hear it, but yeah, it's definitely there and it's quite loud. I'm pretty sure I put it up to the mic so you can hear it. Oh, for crying out loud. Now I want sushi. Come on, you guys. You don't.
Does it upset
Seriously, you are
you
torturing
that
me.
2 females are in here?
Yeah.
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 All right, so you can hear after I ask the
Does it
question.
upset you that 2 females are in here?
Yeah.
If you don't want us in here,
I don't know if you could hear it, but yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, hang on a sec. All right, I'm going to show you this one last bit, okay, because this was nuts. Okay, this was nuts. Night, Janine. Thanks for hanging out. Love you.
real.
Said that so real.
Okay. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Okay, there's something crawling on the table in front of you.
Sean's face.
Like laying out on the table.
It's
And it
like,
looks like it's trying to kick you
oh,
in
for
the
fuck's
stomach.
sake. Seriously?
Now it looks like it's trying to kick you with both legs.
Yeah, look, it's
Oh my god.
kicking at her.
Are you trying to help Sean?
Sweet dreams, Janine.
My head is hurting.
Yeah, like it looks like it is trying to kick you.
This side of my head hurts.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, now we're talking about like lasagna. Oh, you guys.
Are you kicking me?
Yeah, see how it's like kicking out at Sean?
Say something.
Do something.
If you want us to leave this room, all you need to do is make a noise. You can knock. You can
Angel
tap,
hair with homemade vodka sauce. Oh my
you
gosh,
can walk over to
electric.
us.
Okay, so let me show you what happens when Sean gets out of the chair.
Stand up and just move away from the table, sis. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sean's
I
face,
think I
man,
know
like
why you felt like someone was touching you.
She says she's got a good
was
resting bitch
literally
face.
someone in your seat.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
But look, they're fighting.
And it wasn't napping. So it was napping you, but it wasn't doing.
And see how
it
he's
wasn't napping
the
another
figure's
figure.
leaning over the dude.
It actually looks like these two are fighting.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, it's leaning over the table, over the other one that's kicking its legs.
It's crazy.
What the?
And it looks like it's trying to like punch it.
Jeepers.
Yeah, they're
Are
having
you
a full-on
fighting?
bar brawl. Oh my gosh, I miss my SLS.
Come on, look at this.
I wish the damn thing would just work.
What the hell?
He's leaning over like they're fighting.
It's like he's trying to drag her across the table.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so the spirit on the table wasn't trying to kick Sean. He's trying to kick this dude that's freaking
Why are you
attacking
fighting?
him.
If you move her because the cameras are on you.
It's insane.
Are they still there?
Yeah.
So yeah, the other dude's trying to get away on the
Still there.
table, and yeah, it was just,
Do you wanna
it
go
was so cool.
What?
Flat.
Yeah, you're flat on the table. What are you doing?
So yeah, guys, like it's just too dark. It's
Is it still going
The
on?
guy in the chair disappeared for
Yeah.
a moment, but now it's back. The one that was laying on the table is kind of like
I know. I captured a bar brawl.
gone. The chair
It was
gone.
pretty awesome.
And the other dude.
So I caught two spirits like getting it on
the other dude
night
is
one,
suddenly caught, like,
and
laying
night
down.
two I'm getting two spirits in a bar brawl. This is why I miss my SLS.
Looks like he's kind of curled in a ball. Oh my gosh.
I was just like absolutely amazed. Like I was so enthralled by what was going on with these spirits. It was just, yeah, it was nuts. So yeah, guys, that's probably all you're going to see from Greenhills investigation from December. So yeah, now I'm going to, I'll not be working on that anymore. Haven't finished watching the static cam footage, but let me know if you guys, if you want to get a little taste of the boringest part of an investigator's job is like, would you be interested in like me streaming static cam footage and seeing if, you know, I caught anything? Because yeah, I'll be moving on to you know, like I will finish watching the static cam footage for Green Hills. That's how far behind I am with static cam footage watching, because it's just, yeah. And Sean watched how many clips are there? I think there's nearly 50 clips just from the investigation at Green Hills in December. And Sean has watched I think 32 of those clips. Okay, all right. You'd be interested in that. Okay. Because I thought I could just run it as a static cam marathon. Haven't seen anyone do that yet. So I don't know how many people would be into it and watching it, but it would just give you a taste of just what it's like to be an investigator. It's part of our job. And when you're first going through your Steadicam footage, and I must admit, my Steadicam footage has been heavily reduced since filming with Jamie, but that's because when we've been doing outdoor locations, it's only been the two of us, so we haven't been able. Oh my gosh, this mic situation's doing my head in. What I said is I haven't been putting out all my Steadicams at the locations we've been going to because it's just the two of us, and for safety reasons, if we needed to, we've got to stay as mobile as possible, especially, when we're at Clackline. So, yeah, but if you guys would be into that, I wouldn't have a problem doing it for you. And you never know. I could have captured 10 apparitions and, 8 shadow people and a whole bunch of other stuff. That would be pretty epic. Yeah, it would be cool. All right, guys. Well, since you made me so flipping hungry, like you always do in the chats, I will leave it there. Holy shit, I've been live for 2.5 hours. I'll leave it there, and I'm going to be working on doing the next investigation from Clackline because I've got loads of footage from there. I'm hopefully going to be starting my new live series soon, where I'll be having, a lot of different people who are, it's to do with paranormal, but they're not necessarily in our community. You might not necessarily know who they are. So, yeah. I don't think, I'm probably, that was the other thing. I have to move. So, I'll have to try and get some editing done. I might have to go film a couple of, just uncut raw videos, somewhere not too far away with Jen, so I can, still get some episodes uploaded because, even being in this house for 12 months, you just accumulate so much shit. So there's a lot to do, and it's just me and my 2 boys, and my 10-year-old is really not that helpful because he's 10 and because I pack a certain way. I have nowhere to go yet, so if I can't find somewhere, I will have to go stay with Mum and Dad for a bit until that would be good, Kim. Yeah, that would be good. I'm having I've got Jen coming over and my mum on Thursday because mum wants to go to York, and yeah, I need to just go through equipment and bits and pieces with Jen. She's going to be doing a bit of like the stuff that I just never get around to doing because majority of my time's taken up editing, going over footage, social media. I've been doing quite a few podcasts the last few months. So there's a lot that I haven't gotten to. But yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, this has been fun, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Gumbo. What's gumbo? Sadly never tried gumbo. What is gumbo? I don't know what gumbo is. Tell me, Frank. What's gumbo? You have to tell me. Oh, hi, Anne-Marie. Oh, sorry, sweetie. I'm just about to end it because I've been on for 2.5 hours and everyone in the chat has made me really, really hungry. But team rewatch if you want to. Is that what gumbo is? Seafood stew? I'm not sure. That was just my light falling over. Sending you lots of love, Anne-Marie. Stew with all sorts of seafood and veggies. Okay. Shrimp, crab, chicken, rice. What? Oh, no. No. Chicken and seafood, really? I mean, I love crayfish. I love prawns. They threw in some homemade sausage as well. Thank you, Anne-Marie. And yeah, like sending you lots of positive vibes, sweetie. Lots of positive vibes. All right, guys, I love you all. And thank you all so much for hanging out with me again. I'm desperately needing donations. Thank you very much, Frank, for your donation today. And, showing your support just by sharing and commenting on my videos and liking them, it all helps too. So, yeah. All right, I love you guys. Have a good night, day, wherever you are. And, I will, figure out and do the Statica marathon for you.